Russia says it's waiting for the major statement that former U.S. President Donald Trump plans to make about Russia on Monday. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov made the remarks on Friday after Trump told NBC News he would soon make the announcement without revealing details. Trump has recently voiced frustration with Russian President Vladimir Putin over the Russia-Ukraine war. Meanwhile, when asked about fresh NATO weapons deliveries to Ukraine, Peskov downplayed the development, saying it's just business, since Kyiv was already receiving weapons.
We're just hearing about it. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. President Putin and I have been discussing various things, and I think it's going very well. We've had some very, very good talk. And with that, the world awaits, and I look forward to our personal discussion, which I think begins now, and then we're going to meet our whole team. You have quite a few representatives on I do, and we all have a lot of questions, and hopefully we'll come up with answers, most importantly. It's great to be with you. This is your name, right? Take this. You don't have a problem with Russia. We have. You don't have. You might have a little bit. You still have it. Hello, everybody. A lot of very positive things going to come out of the relationship. So, Vladimir, thank you very much. Thank you.
If Vladimir Putin doesn't come to the table to negotiate with you, will you put additional sanctions on Russia?
Sounds likely.
And
Yeah.
do you think that the war should be frozen currently along
The
the
war
current
should have
battle
never
lines?
started. If you had a competent president, which you didn't, the war wouldn't have happened. The war in Ukraine would have never happened if I were president.
С нынешним президентом США у меня всегда были деловые, исключительно деловые, но в то же время прагматические отношения и доверительные, я бы сказал. И я не могу не согласиться с ним в том, что если бы он был президентом, если бы у него в 2020 году не украли победу, то, может быть, и не было бы того кризиса на Украине, который возник в 2022 году.
No, we had a great call, and it lasted for a long time, over an hour this morning. I also had with President Zelensky a very good call after that. And I think we're on the way to getting peace. I think President Putin wants peace, and President Zelensky wants peace, and I want peace. I just want to see people stop getting killed.
Что касается переговорного процесса, то мне в ходе телефонного разговора президент Трамп сказал, могу это подтвердить, что, конечно, Соединенные Штаты исходят из того, что переговорный процесс будет происходить при участии и России, и Украины. Никто Украину из этого процесса не исключает. Это должно быть подготовлено. Я с удовольствием встречусь с Дональдом, мы давно очень не виделись. И у нас нет никаких близких отношений, но все-таки предыдущие годы, за 4 года работы, когда он был президентом, мы встречались и ровно очень обсуждали наши межгосударственные отношения.
He's a very smart guy. He's a very cunning person, but I've dealt with some people I've dealt with some really bad people. But I will tell you, as far as this is concerned, you have to understand, he had no intention, in my opinion, of settling this war. I think he wanted the whole thing. When I got elected, we spoke, and I think we're going to have a deal. I can't guarantee that. You know, a deal is a deal. But we had a great success yesterday. We have a full ceasefire. If it kicks in, we have to see. It's up to Russia now. But we've had a good relationship with both parties, actually. And we'll see. We'll be knowing people are going to Russia right now as we speak. And hopefully we can get a ceasefire from Russia. And if we do, I think that would be 80% of the way to getting this horrible bloodbath finished.
Тем мы и позанимаемся. У нас два докладчика, Лавров и Сергей. Вместе с тем мы с пониманием относимся к призыву президента Трампа руководствоваться в отношении этих военнослужащих соображениями гуманитарного характера. В этой связи подчеркну, что в случае сложения оружия и сдачи в плен им будет гарантирована жизнь и достойное обращение в соответствии с нормами международного права и законами Российской Федерации.
Mr. President, this morning in a Truth Social post, you used the words Vladimir, stop. That seemed like a slightly different message, a personal message. What is your level of frustration with President Putin?
I didn't like last night. I wasn't happy with it. And we're in the midst of talking peace, and missiles were fired. And I was not happy with it.
Действительно, этот разговор состоялся, продолжался более 2 часов. Хочу отметить, что он был очень содержательным и весьма откровенным. И в целом, на мой взгляд, в этой связи весьма полезным. Прежде всего, я поблагодарил президента Соединенных Штатов за поддержку со стороны США возобновления прямых переговоров между Россией и Украиной по поводу возможного заключения мирного соглашения.
You know, I gave the analogy yesterday when I spoke to President Putin. I had a 2-hour and 15-minute call with him. Sometimes, and this is me speaking maybe in a negative sense, but sometimes you see 2 young children fighting like crazy. They hate each other and they're fighting in a park. And you try and pull them apart. They don't want to be pulled. Sometimes you're better off letting them fight for a while and then pulling them apart.
Знаете, у меня надежда на то, что господин Трамп не только политик, не только человек, которому американский народ доверил судьбу своей страны, он еще и бизнесмен, и в этом я вижу большой плюс в том, что он все считает. И считает он, поскольку он стал богатым человеком, видимо, считает он хорошо. Значит, он считает, к чему приведут те или другие шаги в отношении России. Сколько это будет стоить налогоплательщикам, сколько это будет стоить экономике США. Получит она от тех или других шагов какой-то плюс или, наоборот, упадет в минус. И мы видим сейчас интерес американского бизнеса к выстраиванию отношений с Россией. Я отношусь к действующему президенту Соединенных Штатов с большим уважением. Он прошел очень тяжелый, сложный и небезопасный путь возвращения к власти и в Белый дом. Мы все это хорошо знаем, вплоть до того, что пережил покушение, причем не одно покушение на его жизнь. Он мужественный человек, это ясно.
We talk about sanctions a lot, yeah. I would say he's not thrilled with it, but you know, he's been able to handle sanctions, but these are pretty biting sanctions.
On Ukraine, Mr. President, are you planning to send more weapons to Ukraine?
We're going to send some more weapons. We have to. They have to be able to defend themselves. They're getting hit very hard now. They have different blades. They have different everything. We're not happy with Putin. I'm not happy with Putin. I can tell you that much right now, because he's killing a lot of people, and a lot of them are his soldiers and their soldiers mostly, and it's now up to 7,000 a week, and I'm not happy with Putin. Wow, this might be a chance, and we get a lot of bullshit thrown at us by Putin. For you want to know the truth, he's very nice all the time, but it turns out to be meaningless.
Do you want to sanction him? Lindsey Graham has a sanctions bill on Russia. Do you want him to move
I'm looking at it. Yeah, no, I'm looking. The Senate is passing and passed a very, very tough sanctions. But yeah, I'm looking at it.
And you'd say?
Perceived. I don't know if they're enemies, but they're perceived as being potential enemies.